Hi, today I have another question on quadratic functions. The question says the diagram shows the curve y is equal to 7 root of x and the line y is equal to 6x plus k, where k is a constant. The curve when the line intersected the points A and B. Then the first question says for the case where k is equal to 2, find the x coordinates of A and B. Here the keyword is intersect. So we need to know that whenever two functions or two lines or two curves intersect, at the point of intersection, those two will be equal. What that means is 7 root of x at the point of intersection is equal to 6x plus k. Alright, now we need to solve this equation so we find the values of x, which are the x coordinates. And then the first step here is to remove the square root sign by squaring the left hand side and then also squaring, doing the same on the right hand side. What that gives us is 49x being equal to 36x squared plus 12kx plus k squared. And then since we're solving a quadratic equation now, we need to make sure that it's a quadratic equation equating to 0. So now I need to take this over the right hand side. And then here I'll be left with 0 being equal to 36x squared plus 12kx. And then the 49x on the right hand side becomes negative 49x plus k squared. Then we are also told that k is equal to 2. So we know that k is equal to 2, and then we need to substitute it into this equation. So doing that, we get 36x squared plus 12 times 2x minus 49x plus 2 squared. Let's simplify that. We get 36x squared, okay, plus 24x minus 49 plus 4. Alright, simplifying that further, we get 36x squared, then 24x minus 49x gives us minus 25x plus 4. Right, and then we need to solve this equation. So to solve this equation, we can either do it by factorizing or by using the quadratic equation. But in this case, I can see that we do not have any direct factors, so we can either use the quadratic function or quadratic equation to find the solutions. But there is an easier way to do that, which is what I'm going to show you today. So into our Casio calculator, the usual one, we go to mode, then we hit 5 for the equation. Then we go to number 3, which solves the quadratic equation, because the highest power of x in this case is 2. So we hit 3. And then all we need to do now is to enter the coefficients of a and b, then our constant c. Alright, then so our a in this case from the question is 36. We hit equal. Then our b is negative 25. We hit equal. Then our constant is 4. So the moment I hit equal here, I'm going to get the solutions of x, which will be 2 of them. So the first solution is 4 over 9, and the second one will be 1 over 4. So that means that our x coordinates will be equal to 4 over 9 and 1 over 4. Okay, and those are x coordinates of a and b. So now let's do the second part. The second part says find the value of k for which y is equal to 6x plus k is a tangent to the curve y is equal to 7 root of x. Right, so we need to know this fact here. Whenever we have a curve and then we have a straight line being a tangent to that curve, it means we only have one solution at this point where the tangent happens. Right? So what this means is our discriminant b squared minus 4ac will be equal to 0 because we only have one solution at that point. So using that fact and also this expression that we simplified here, this one, we are then going to find the value of k. So let's do that. We have 0 being equal to 36 x squared, right? Then I'm going to factor out the x at this point because it's common. Right, then I'm going to have plus in brackets 12k minus 49. I'll put my x there plus k squared. Right. Therefore, our a becomes 36. Our b becomes 12k minus 49. Then our constant c simply becomes k squared. So using this expression b squared minus 4ac, we need to substitute the values of a, b, and c. Then our b squared, so we need to substitute this 12k minus 49 squared minus 4. Our a is 36. Our c is k squared. This should be equal to 0. So all we need to do now is to expand this bracket, then we simplify. Okay? And then what that gives us is going to be 12k times 12k. It's going to give us 144k squared minus 12. I'm simply going to simplify this step by step so we don't lose track of what we're doing. Minus 12 times 49k plus 2401 minus 144k squared. This will be equal to 0. Okay, so I can clearly see now that these two will cancel out each other, right? Therefore, meaning that I'll be left with negative 1176k plus 2401 being equal to 0. Okay, so now we have our work cut out for us here. So I'm going to take this over to the right hand side so that we have this as being positive. So it becomes 1176k being equal to 2401. We can now find the value of k by dividing both sides by 1176. Okay, 1176. Alright, so punching this now into the calculator, we have 2401 divided by 1176. This gives us 49 over 24. Okay, this means that k will be equal to 49 over 24. That's our final answer.